A lot of guitarists tend to disguise their mistakes by calling them their personal style. And they say that there is no right or wrong way to play guitar. Just play however you feel, however you want. And in this video we'll prove them wrong. A little while ago we recorded a lesson called 5 strumming mistakes that ruin your sound. And all of a sudden it went viral. It's almost at 2 million views at this point. And I received a lot of positive feedback from people who found those tips useful. But a lot of people took umbrage with that video and they started calling me out, saying that I shouldn't tell people how they should or should not play, that there are no mistakes, you should just play however you want, however you feel, and don't listen to anyone, just develop your own personal style and you will be fine. But here's the thing. While there are certainly many ways to play guitar and create your own unique style, there's still a difference between mistakes and style. So before I show you examples, let's talk about where does this come from? Why are people saying this? Why do they think this way? Well, first of all, it's kind of get out of jail free card. If you say, that's not a mistake, that's just my style, you can justify yourself playing incorrectly. But the truth is, there are certain techniques that can help you play much better. And without learning them, without digging into them, you're just limiting yourself. And another common excuse that people use to justify their mistakes is by comparing themselves to great musicians. They might say something like, no one told Jimi Hendrix or Eric Clapton how to play. Do you think great musicians listen to anyone? They are so great because they are who they are. While it's definitely true that a lot of great musicians have developed their own style, sometimes they hold the pick in a weird way or attack the strings in their own unique way, you should keep in mind that if one particular technique works for one person, it doesn't mean that it will work well for you. And it's also worth noting that just because the technique is used by some successful musician, it doesn't mean that it's technically correct. In fact, some famous musicians are known for playing with incorrect technique, and it just works for them. And while it may be fun to say something like, true artist doesn't follow any rules, true artist breaks the rules. In reality, people who are saying stuff like this, they can barely play a 3-chord song. So, if a student tells me something like, I don't want to hold pick like this because Eric Clapton didn't hold his pick like this, I usually ask him, well, are you Eric Clapton? I'm definitely not. So you shouldn't compare yourself to him as well. And now I'd like to show you 3 examples. I'm gonna break down 3 incorrect techniques that a lot of beginner guitarists are guilty of, and you will see that they have nothing to do with style. If you are making these mistakes, you just sound bad. And first of all, let's talk about stiff right hand when playing with a pick. Here I am strumming in what I call a correct way. It sounds nice, sounds like acoustic guitar, sounds like what you hear on the radio or in live shows of any more or less competent guitar player. The secret to the sound is a relaxed right hand. What happens if you hold the pick too tight, like your life depends on it? This is the sound that you get. Does it sound like a style to you? Perhaps you might say like, this sounds more aggressive, this is good for rock songs. Well, no, it's not. If I want to sound more aggressive, I can still play with the relaxed right hand. I can just throw my hand faster like. This is more aggressive playing, but if you hold your pick too tight, here I am playing the same thing. Oh my god, no, this is no good, it hurts to listen to that. If you need to emphasize something, sometimes you can dig deep and create this interesting effect. Like, you're playing, and you want to transition into chorus, and you're like... But that's just only one hit, and you control it. In this case, it sounds fine, but if not, this is just bad. Not style. What you should do is learn to relax your right hand, relax your wrist, and yeah, just imagine that your dollar bill got wet and you're like shaking to dry it up. Like you're shaking, you're trying to dry it. This is how you pick and this is how your right hand should feel. And you can't play fast with the stiff right hand. If you're trying to play something like... Try to do it with stiff right hand. Perhaps you can do it, but it sounds horrible. So relax your right hand. The second mistake I'd like to cover here is digging too deep with your pick. Why do I call it a mistake? Why does it limit you? And in what cases you can actually use it? Let's find out. Okay, here I am playing C major chord. When I'm playing with my pick, I'm trying to use just the tip of it, like 1 to 2 millimeters when I'm attacking the string. I hope you can see it right now. And one common mistake is digging your pick too deep. Here I am strumming the C chord. As you can see, it barely touches the string, it passes through them. Okay, and now let me dig it deep and play. First of all, as you can hear, it sounds much and much worse. It's painful to listen to this kind of strumming. And when you are digging too deep with your pick, this is what happens. It gets pushed out of there by strings because tension is too high. And when pick gets pushed back, you are trying to hold it in place, you are trying to hold it tighter. And remember mistake number 1, your hand gets stiff. So if you're playing this way, you get 2 mistakes at the same time. And as you can hear, it doesn't only sound bad, it's actually hard to play. I have to put some extra effort just to move my hand, because it gets stopped by the strings. And if I don't dig too deep, if I play with just the tip of my pick, it doesn't matter what I play, it sounds much better and my hand moves without any problems. So, tell me please, how this can be a style? So, if you're playing an acoustic guitar and feel that something's off, here and there you encounter some problems, I have a solution for you. We've just released our course called 50 Deadly Mistakes on Acoustic Guitar. Yeah, you heard it right, 50. In this course we cover everything that can go wrong while you're playing on acoustic guitar. Problems with your fretting hand, problems with your strumming hand, while playing chords, while playing single notes, mistakes you can make while playing bar chords, and mistakes that are not technical, but they just make you sound not stylish, if you know what I mean. As of right now, you can get this course at a discounted price and with special bonuses. So check the link down in the description and in the pinned comment, and hope to see you inside the course. I really recommend it to everyone who has an acoustic guitar. And the third mistake I'd like to talk about is, as I call it, lazy right hand, when you play like this. I got a lot of heat for this one because I covered it in that viral video. And in this video I'd like to clarify myself and prove that in some cases it just sounds bad and there is no way that you can justify it. So what I mean by lazy right hand? It means that you're dragging your pick across the strings, like this. And once again, some people say that this is the way I play. I don't like aggressive playing. I don't want to play rock, I just want to play chill music, and yeah, there is certain truth to it. Some songs, they don't require this fast energetic attack. There are some songs that you can play like this. Some country songs, something like Me and Bobby McGee, for example. You can play like this. Some strumming patterns, they actually do require this kind of approach, like... you emphasize this, but when you're playing like, you just sound weak and boring. And try to play some song like, I don't know, Bad Moon Rising by Creedence. Try to play it with lazy right hand, like. It's kinda alright, people can still guess and hear what you're playing, but it just does not sound stylish. So you can definitely say that it is a mistake to play a song like this by dragging your pick across the strings. I'm not even talking about electric guitar. A lot of people are trying to play heavy metal, are trying to play riffs, well, it just can never work. Or they're trying to play rock and roll, like, you can definitely say that it is a mistake to play rock and roll that way. Look at Chuck Berry, look at what he's doing. You will never see him like barely moving his hand. No, he's really active with his right hand. He's throwing it really fast, like a drummer with a stick, not like boom boom boom. Same with some riffs. Sounds much better than barely attacking the strings. So I hope you can tell the difference now. Okay, enough talking about mistakes. Let's talk about some fun stuff that you can do on guitar. And now that you know how to strum properly, I highly recommend to watch this video and learn 5 cool strumming buttons.